There used to be a graying tower alone on the sea.
Fucking.
You're not bobbing along with this one, Dad.
This is, you know how we're talking about karaoke songs the other week? If I didn't have John Farnham, this is probably my next karaoke
You think you
song.
could pull this off?
No, I can't pull it off.
I'd
That doesn't
pay
mean
money
I
to
don't
see that. I fucking hate this song.
I always thought
I would
Sil-
love to watch you do this song.
I always thought Sil would be a great Two-Face in Batman.
I can't do it.
Good choice. Well, you're learning well. Very well played. Hello there, everyone. Welcome to another episode of 49 Shades of Grey. I'm Todd Gray, and I've been joined like normal with Daryl, Swanky, Wesley, and Ben McDonald in the studio as well.
How you going, guys?
Hey guys.
Thanks for coming in, guys. Great. You're really not happy about this song.
No, it's fucking. This makes me want to fall asleep.
Is it still in general or just
Well,
that?
yeah, he does. He actually annoys me. I don't give a fuck how.
You know Heidi Klum, he's been there.
Yeah, Seal's been pretty. He's been everywhere.
Oh, man.
Wasn't he doing Kylie Minogue at one point as well? And
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know, but
Don't know, he must...
this song is so good though. How is it not good?
You could just fill the holes in his face up and just dip and just put some chips in.
oh wow, I wasn't going to go there. That's a bit horrible.
Yeah, I'm jealous of him. He's thinking he's been to Heidi Klum.
He can pull Heidi Klum with a fucked up face. And what can you do?
Yeah, you know why? Because he's a rock star. That's as
I do
simple as
apologise,
that.
Sil, that was uncalled for. Please don't sue me. I'm wearing 2/3 of what I own, so please don't.
We just lost a listener because of that.
He
Seal was a big fan of this show, and now you've just paid.
lives in Argentina, actually. He's been listening. I don't even know about that.
Guess where else we've got people coming from? We
Where?
have 6 listeners in the Dominican Republic.
What?
Don't know. Can't understand a word we're saying. But
Another
they
one in
love
the
it.
Bahamas as well.
Oh yeah.
6 from the Dominican
No, I know.
Republic.
It's not just one random download. There is 6 people in the Dominican Republic. But
That is fantastic.
I know. I don't.
Oh, well, now we got places to stay if we ever have the Dominican Republic.
Need to chill in the Bahamas somewhere.
Find out their IP address.
I really hope it's not Sil. I really hope it isn't. I feel bad. I generally feel bad.
Yeah.
now
Like
saying
one
that.
of
I feel bad too because he'd rock up and go, "We've got somewhere to stay," and I'm like, "Oh, it's no, sorry, buddy, wrong house."
Isn't he in Australia? Doesn't he do one of those fucking X Factor shows?
Oh, that's
Yeah, for a while.
The
He's doing
voice, or the
voice.
one where they spin around and be like, "Whoa!"
I think
yeah.
that's the voice, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the voice. Yeah.
With the good is the Good Charlotte guy still in that as well? He was in it. For a
Which
while.
which one? I think they're
I
both
don't
on at one point. For
Oh hell. Anyway, sorry. My first question is I was going to ask it. When I introduced, I got Ben McDonald, Bennymacca, and Daryl Swanky Wesley's. Daz, I've known you for actually a good while, and I feel bad for not even asking this. But how'd you get your nickname, man? Swanky. Where'd that come from?
It's not super exciting, but many years ago now, back when Beverly Hills 90210 was a thing.
Yes.
Speaking of awesome
Luke
TV shows,
Perry.
like-
Yeah, it was. That's a guilty pleasure, but well, it was back in the day. We used to watch that. It used to be on Friday night at about 7:30, so we kind of watched that before heading out. And I remember there was an episode, and one of the guys said to the other guys something along the lines of, like, he was all pumped up, ready to go out, and he was just like, "Oh, I'm feeling full of swank tonight." And I was like, "Yep, no worries." So I got to my mate's place, and I was all pumped up. It's Friday night, big long week at work. I'm like, "Yeah, okay." And I said to him, we had 3 or 4 people around there, and I said, "Yeah, I'm pumped up. I'm feeling full of swank tonight." And he said, "Settle down, Mr. Swanky."
And it just caught on from
and
there?
it just sort of, yeah, the rest of the night.
I've never heard that expression before.
Yeah. So Mr. Swanky actually became my my first email address. It was, they're no longer around these days, Cobweb, but it was, Mr. Swanky at cobweb.com.au.
Wow.
Cobweb, wow.
But the worst part was when you looked at it, it didn't, you could look at it 2 ways. It either said, because it was all one word, Mr. Swanky, or it also read Mrs. Wanky.
Did you ever get any just random emails just being like, "Hey, baby, I'm in town.
I got a lot
You
of
got webcam?"
a lot of junk mail for penis pumps and Viagra and God knows what else. But yeah.
Wanky. I'm calling you Mrs. Wanky from now. Oh, that's so
And maybe I
good.
shouldn't
like-
have said that, but yeah.
There's a very similar one of my stand-up friends. I think Jason Pastel is his name. He was telling a story about about when he was in English class in high school. But his teacher at the time, she had a mouth ulcer, right, which got bigger and bigger, and she ended up being so big she couldn't really talk. And she went into class one day and she wrote up on the board, "Sorry, I can't talk. I have a pussy ulcer." Now, how do you spell pussy? There you go.
Oh, wow.
That's not mine. I'm pretty sure it's Jason Pastel. If it's not, I'm sorry, if I got the name wrong with the comedian. But I remember telling, and it was just great. Could you imagine you couldn't live that down? These guys were like 15, 16 years old. Jen just went, she has a pussy ulcer. Great.
Like, how come she can't talk?
She can't talk. Would you want to talk about it if you had a...
I wouldn't want to write it on a board.
It's a pretty obvious story where my nickname came from, but I had a mate at high school who didn't really have a nickname, but one day he just was eating like a little tin of tuna for lunch.
It's not a tuna.
And he accidentally spilt it on himself.
Yeah.
So from then on, he was fishy. From then to the rest of high school.
One little mistake and you're just branded for life.
And you know,
fuck one goat.
keep telling my wife, you know, sometimes she might discuss what names we might have when we have kids and stuff like that. And we're like, oh yeah, but that'll be a bad nickname. And I just keep on saying, doesn't matter what we name our kid, they're going to have a shit nickname.
They're going to have to find something here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That old Simpsons episode of where they're thinking of what to name Bart before he's born. And the names that Marge is rattling off and Homer just keeps rattling off is just something that they're going to call him at school the whole time.
So anyway, the next question, guys, to lead on to that. Drunk stories. We all got them. What is your favourite drunk story involving yourself? So something, you know, a little night. Maybe surely we've all got up to shenanigans. But yeah, your favourite drunk story about yourself. Now, I don't know if anyone wants to go first here.
I can go first because it was relatively recent.
Was this your birthday? It wasn't your birthday by any chance, was it?
No, it wasn't my birthday.
It wasn't Saturday night, was it?
No.
No, righto.
Anyway, so went to Melbourne to play a poker tournament, Aussie Millions, and... That's not the story, but I'm just thinking of something else from the same trip. Oh, yeah, well, that could be your story. No, this is a different... Anyway.
No, that doesn't... You don't want that out in the world to know?
No, he's talking about the time that I shit the bed. That wasn't a drunk story, though.
He wasn't drunk.
Wasn't even drunk.
He knew what he was doing.
You were just like, it's a bit hot out.
That's a different story.
I'm not getting my deposit back anyway.
All right, I'll quickly tell that story. Anyway, it's not really much to tell, right? But there was all four lads, and when we go to Melbourne, we used to stay in like a family hotel room together. Yep. So there was like a double bed and 3 single beds, but she was fucking cozy because we try and do it on the cheap. And this one night was the last night before we were due to go home, and I ended up getting food poisoning, and. I don't know, Daryl can probably tell this better than me, but like literally every 5 minutes from 8 o'clock at night, all night, I was just running from my bed to the toilet and back. It got to the point where there was 3 lads and they weren't paying me out anymore.
Because it was actually
this
quite
isn't funny anymore, guys. Seriously.
It went from sucked in dickhead to you're all right, man. Like,
Zero
not
on
going to
standby.
die. Eh?
Yeah, it got that serious. Anyway,
How much blood was in that one?
Oh, there was a lot. Well, no, there was. I don't know. I wasn't looking, but like I remember just waking up in the morning and just rolling over, and there was just like a big skid mark on the bed alongside, and then I look over, and the top sheet is just like in the waste paper bin in the toilet because it was just fucking there was shit everywhere.
It was horrible, but he wasn't drunk. That was
Did they ever call you up and be like,
No.
You just go there and go, see you later, guys, and just leave, and they never.
Yeah, well, I didn't think I was going to fly back the next day. This is how bad it was. But then I went and got some tablets from the chemist or whatever, and I
think the sad part was the fact that we all started getting crook that morning as well.
Yeah,
something similar.
Yeah.
And then I knew I had fears because I wasn't feeling really well, and we're waiting for our plane flight, and I was just up and dashed into the loo, and it's only an hour flight from Melbourne to Adelaide, but that's the last thing you want.
Agony.
It's just like, home
stretch. Hold on.
Come on, let's just get through this. But
stomach's been like
It was a bad end to a good trip, unfortunately. I think the scariest part of that was the next year that we hadn't actually thought about it. Benny had booked the room under his name, and then we were going over there for another poker tournament. And Ben's like, "Well, I'll just book the room again, and at the same place, which because it was a great little hotel we stayed at." And it wasn't until after he booked it that it dawned on me, "Oh, hang on a minute, they're probably still shitty at him for the."
Yeah, my name's Ben McDonald. You're the bed shitter. You're the bed shitter.
Don't say nothing for him. We'll wait for him to get in here, and then we'll destroy him. But yeah, they didn't. That was when I sort of sent an email saying they didn't say anything about last time because I assumed that the people cleaning the room would have walked in and gone, "Oh, really?"
Like set fire to the sheet.
Burn the building down.
Yep, but no, it was all good. It was all good.
Sorry you had to put that savings.
What was your drunk story, Ben? I hope
drunk
it's as funny as that.
This is probably going to seem tame. Anyway, so another time I went to Melbourne for a poker tourney. We all busted, so it was a pretty shitty day. And so we just all went to the burger bar afterwards. And you know those times where you're not really looking to have a big night, but you just have your first beer, and it just goes down so nicely that you just like, fucking right, it's go time. So within like 15 minutes between my when I got my ordered and when I got my burger, I had 3 Imperial pints, and I was just like, it is fucking on.
It's gonna be a good night.
Yeah. Well, I was just because of shitty time, busted out of a $1,500 tourney, and it was the biggest tourney that I'd played in a while, and so I was just like, no, I just want to forget about all this. And so myself and a couple of other mates, we just like decided to get on it. And it was Sunday night, so there wasn't really that many places open. So the first place that we decided that would probably be open for a fair chunk of the night was just by a hotel, and it was a backpackers bar.
Oh no, that's always trouble going to one of them. Yep.
And you remember the place, Daryl?
Oh, I know. Yeah, I know the one. Yeah,
yeah, we've been there lots of times. But so we just went in there and found some random British backpackers and just started drinking with them and stuff like that. And we found out some interesting things. Do you know that you might know because you lived in the UK for a while, but these guys were saying, getting pissed in the UK is called getting wankered.
Yeah, I've heard the expression wankered.
Yeah,
I wouldn't. My mum's walked into me getting wankered a few times. I think that's actually
getting like getting wank. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
So for the rest of the night, we were just every time we got a beer, it was like get wankered, yeah. And then another one apparently in Canada when you have 2. I didn't know this either, but apparently most people do. Is when you have 2 drinks, it's called double fisting.
That
makes sense. Yeah.
So yeah, we were just like fisting and getting wankered all night. And so we thought this place would stay open for a long time, but it fucking closed at like 11 o'clock.
That's weird.
So we were just like, where are we going to go next? And it was either back to the 11 o'clock on Sunday night, what's going to be open? You got 2 options. First option is going back to the casino, and that wasn't an option because we just busted out of the tournament.
Yeah.
I think you guys can guess what the next option is.
Yeah. Get more wanking.
Strip club.
Strip club.
Yeah. So we ended up going to this strip club, and I'm pretty sure these British 2 British blokes came with us. It was like Benno and
Oh yeah,
that kind of strip club.
Yeah. It was Benno and Fisto. I don't know his actual name.
Benno and Fisto.
Yeah. And
Is that his stage name? Fisto?
I don't know what his real name was, but anyway, so we go to this strip club, and they're kind of the blokes that they were good to drink with, but like they were obviously backpackers because they would kind of just like whenever you go up to the bar, they just all of a sudden appear next to you.
Oh, mooches.
Yeah, they were mooching big time. But I had enough by this stage that it didn't really matter. But so we're at this strip club, and we're just having drinks and stuff, and then all of a sudden this random Korean lad, like this young lad, he's probably maybe 20 or something, just comes up and gives me a Corona. It's just like, friend. Just
buy him now.
And I was like, oh yeah, no worries.
I am your friend.
And so this guy just came up with a bucket of Coronas and just handed them out to all of us. And
that's how you make friends.
Yeah.
I like this guy.
Yeah, and so turns out his name's Aiden, and but he spoke literally about 2 words of English. He just had
friend was one of them.
yeah. So
friend and beer.
It took like 15 minutes. Like he was just like me, Aiden, and and then he'd be like, you, me, friend. And every time he'd just like come up and like clink your beers and just like, and we'd be like, and because we're smashed, we'd be like, yeah, and just like, put it
Hey, Dad!
But there was one time where we were sitting down at these table and chairs, and he was trying to tell us something, and we couldn't work out what he was trying to say. And he kept saying that he really liked something, and we were like, you want to do what? We couldn't fucking work it out. We were thinking, oh, this is going weird places. But turns out, so he's like, after probably at least 10 minutes, he gets out his phone, he's all frustrated, and he starts Googling on his phone. And he shows us a picture of something. Guess what that picture was?
His dick.
No, not dick pic. No, I'm lost for what?
His
Lost
dad's
for words.
dick.
It was Vin Diesel.
No, I could have. You know
It was a dick then.
I could have had a lot of guesses.
So completely out of the blue, we hadn't mentioned a single movie all night. Like, it wasn't like we were talking about movies. He just came out of the blue and said, I like Vin Diesel.
That's a good icebreaker, isn't it?
And so once we worked that out, we was like, ah! So all night this guy was drinking with us, and then he started getting a bit weird, started creeping on the chicks in the strip club and stuff.
Vintage Aiden.
Good work.
Yeah. So we ended up like getting kicked out, and then we at about 6 o'clock we all filed out and went to Macca's, and never saw him again.
I got punched in the face at a strip club once on my 18th birthday. And
Were you getting a bit handy?
Who did you get punched in the face by?
No, some bloke, a table behind me.
Okay.
Virtually, what happened was my mates.
Did you touch his girl?
No, my mates bought me a dance. I went on stage. Oh, I'm not afraid. It was at Strats, so
What?
it was at
So
Strats.
it was like $10 for the dance.
I think we beat them down to like probably like $3.20.
And then everyone chipped
with
in.
a dollar illusion shot thrown in. And she gives me a dance on stage, and she tells me, she's like, you strip down too. I'm like, what? I'm strip down. So shirt goes off, pants go. I'm sitting there. I'm sitting in my jocks, and socks are still on. And she gives me a dance and all that, and finishes up. And I get up and I'm saying a bit like, I think I asked for some tips from a few of the people, like walking around nothing on.
Yeah, coin, nice work.
Anyway, went back like behind the curtain, got changed, came back, and I sat in my chair. And I'm like, thanks, guys. I can hit a few more drinks. And this guy just taps me on the shoulder. He's like, you're a faggot. And I'm like, what? He's like, you got to dance from that Sheila. You're a faggot. Took your clothes off for that Sheila. You're a faggot. And I came back with the ultimate comeback of, you're a faggot. Right? And he literally and I was drunk as well, because I saw it took like a minute. He just cocked his arm back like that. It like froze like a minute, and then just bam, right, like smack bang just under the eye.
You deserved it. What'd you call him a faggot for?
The bouncer got him, got rid of him and all that. Nothing happened. I woke up the next morning, big black eye, and the day after that, I actually had to go do a photo shoot for a production of Hamlet I was doing, and I was supposed to be like right in the poster, and they're like, you're not in the poster anymore.
You didn't do like a side on.
Yeah, profile.
You could have been like side on with the fucking skull and stuff.
But anyway, that's not my drunk story.
I got attacked by a stripper in a strip club.
You got attacked by?
Yeah.
You should have paid her.
In New Orleans.
I want to hear this. Go on.
Quite some years ago. I was there with an old army mate, and we were walking down Bourbon Street, and he said, we should go to a strip club. I'm like, yeah, let's go to a strip club. We've had a few beers. So we go into this place, and it was like a $10 cover charge and a 2-drink minimum. They hit you up straight away, and to make sure they get you 2 drinks out of you, it's like, go straight to the bar. There you go. And they go, what do you want? We'll have 2 of those. So that's great. Anyway, we're sitting down. We were they had a stripper over on sort of in front of me, and one to my and one on a pole or something to my right, and there was a sort of girl and a pole in front of me in my front. I was looking at the girl
in your front.
I had a pole in front of me as well. There was the girl I was looking at the right. She was hot, but she was just kind of flopping around the pole, not really doing a great deal. And I turned around and I saw this chick, and she was upside down, but she was up the top of the pole, but upside down, and her legs were just parallel to the ground. And I was like, that's impressive. I was impressed.
Well done to you.
And then I turned around. What I didn't realise was that I was actually within her arm's reach. She's just leant from her pole and just clawed the side of my neck, and grabbed me and just ripped skin off my neck. And I turned around, I'm like, what? And she looked at me and goes, don't gawk, tip. And I'm like, whoa, okay. Looked at the watch, time to get out of here.
So she got all jealous that you went, oh, this chick's fucking boring, and started turning around and looking at the other one?
Well, no, because I was looking at her, and then I was impressed with what she was doing for 5 or 10 seconds before turning back around, and yeah, she just got angry. And then the bouncer came.
So a good way to solve that is to swipe.
Just to swipe at the customer here.
I hope
The
you
bouncer
got a
came to
tetanus
me
shot.
and told me
So
to...
which one took a swipe at you? The one on the good pole? Or the...
Not the one that did some amazing stuff, but not the good-looking one.
Oh, yeah.
And, but then a bouncer came to me and said, if you're going to keep that up, you have to leave. And I was like, what?
If you're going to keep getting clawed, sir.
If I'm going to keep getting mauled by your girls, I'm going to have to leave. All right. So when we just went, bugger it, we're out of here. But yeah, attacked by a stripper. I like it.
Good times.
I mean, I've been attacked by strippers before and it's ended a whole lot better, but let's not go there.
That's good. I have tipped. Yeah. Getting on to my drunk story, it was actually when I was in Europe, the first place I worked at, the Saxon Mill. We already talked about the bar we used to go to after work and put on there, watch New Pussycat umpteen times. They used to have this drink called the Eliminator, which was in a jug, like a proper, Pym-sized jug. And what it was 5 double shots of all the spirits that make a Long Island iced tea. So all your white spirits, your rum, tequila, vodka, Cointreau, and I'm missing one. Did I say gin? Gin. 5 double shots of that. Then they'd put in a full bottle of Lambrini, which is the English version of Passion Pop here.
Outstanding.
Yeah, right. And then to finish off the jug, 2 cans of Red Bull. And they'd mix it up, and that was the Eliminator. Anyway, it was...
Sounds like
Eliminating.
Yeah. Anyway, I was out there. I knocked off 1 jug. Just casually, because you get about 3 or 4 pints. Knocked off the jug. And we used to play this game called Buffalo when we were out. I don't know if you ever heard about it, but it's like you drink with your right hand. If you get caught drinking with your left hand, someone says Buffalo, catches you out on it, you have to finish what's in your hand. Anyway, I've got another jug. I've had about 3 or 4 mouthfuls, and on my left hand. So the guy goes, Buffalo. And it's the game. So I've knocked back the jug. I've actually knocked it back, but the whole thing, like sitting. Then I've just sat down like 5 minutes. No one. I'll take a swipe if anyone comes at me. I don't care if What's New Pussycat's playing. I need 5 minutes here. Right. So because everything sits there anyway. Works its ways down. Nice little burp, and I'm like, okay, that's all right. But it caught up to me about a minute later, and I've just literally just blacked out. Apparently I've got a 3rd jug. I've had that, and then I've decided, what's going to mix really well with all this? A couple of pints of Guinness.
Oh, I was waiting for a Toddlerone.
So I've knocked back the Guinness. I've woke up the next morning, absolutely feeling shocking, and I'm like, where's the vomit? Like, something's happened here. I look around, room is spotless, but for some reason I have 3 unwrapped, untouched McDonald's cheeseburgers on my stomach. Right? And I'm like, what? Like, not a bite out of any of the 3. I'm like, that's weird.
Probably a good thing.
Why is it so fucking cold? Oh, why is the window open in my room? I get up, I'll close the window. I look out the window and I see 3 cheeseburger wrappers wrapped up like a little fucking Christmas present, right? With some contents in it. And after poking it with a stick from afar, I realised what's happened was I've just woke up in the night just going, I'm about to do something here. What am I going to do? I can't throw up in the room. I'm not going to make it to the toilet. So I've ingeniously just went, what would MacGyver do? I've unwrapped the cheeseburger.
What would MacGyver do?
Have a little purge in there, and then just throw it out on the roof of the pub. Because we lived upstairs.
Keeping your cheeseburgers out of that bag, though, that's fucking still an awesome effort. Like, how did you manage to take the cheeseburgers out before you were...
how sometimes you can get yourself a second, like, I'm just going to hold it in my mouth for a bit and the cheeks expand. But 3 of them. And then I went back to the pub literally before I left, I went back to say goodbye to everyone. This would have been nearly about 8 months. Went up to my old room. They're still out on the roof. I kid you not. I'm hoping they're still in it. They would have matured nicely. Would have been just over a year now. Ooh.
I think they started off matured.
And another quick one. Another quick one I'm going to throw in because this is my favourite story to tell. Ages back, about 19, casino, mixing absinthe, the proper stuff, melt it down, set it on fire, blow it out, drink it with tequila chasers. Woke up the next morning in the Grand Hotel, right? Room is spotless. I thought, great, I've dodged a bullet here. There was a letter underneath my door. I open up the letter and it says, "Dear Mr. Gray, due to your actions last night, we had to call in dry cleaners at 4 a.m. this morning to clean the lobby, the reception desk, the elevator, and the hallway to your room." So I've virtually thrown up everywhere except in my room. So they make it sound like I just went and I was like, "Yeah, cheers, thanks for the good night, guys." Open up the door and just went, got to my room and just went, straight to bed. $198.
Oh, wow. Well, that's
actually not
that
bad.
sounds pretty good,
That was a
actually.
bargain. But the reception desk, I don't know what I don't know. Oh, I hope. Oh. But they're my two little ones. Sorry, I hogged it there too.
No,
That's right.
Swanks.
I guess the only thing I can think of at the minute is one night many moons ago I just split up that night with a girl that I'd been seeing. Or she'd sort of done the dirty, but that's beside the point. So we go to a nightclub anyway, and I was having a few beers, and she walked in because we always went to the same place, and she walked in and she was looking hot. She had wearing those leather pants and the fucking hot as. And some bloke was looked at and was gawking and was like, nudging his mates and checked that out. And for whatever reason, he caught my eye, and I just sort of shook my head at him and was like, don't even think about it, buddy. He took exception to that, of me looking at him from across the room and nodding my head, and decided he'd come over and give me a half a mouthful. And I'd already had enough beers in me at that point where I already didn't care what happened that night. And I said I was a bit upset and stuff as well. And I just said to him, "Mate, that's my ex-girlfriend, just broken up. I probably wouldn't be a wise move to go anywhere near it if I were you." And then he sort of gave me a bit of a push and said, "What are you going to do about it?" I dropped my beer at this point, which was a full beer.
Right,
that's how I knew I was
words.
pissed off.
Game on.
I deliberately dropped it and took a step towards him, and out of nowhere, probably a good 8 or 9 of his mates came up. This guy, I was nowhere in his weight class. I was fighting way out of my division. He had me 3 times over. Huge bloke. Yet 9 of his mates decided that they were going to take...
He needs help.
He needs help. Was going to take little old me out, and they were all itching for it. Yeah, come on then. And I'm like, at this stage, I'm just thinking, I don't get into fights, and I generally avoid them at all costs, but I'm just like, you know what? I'm going to get smacked out here, but I don't care what happens as long as I take that cunt out. I'm still going to take you out, and you're gone. And all of a sudden, all of his mates backed away. And then I just started. I'm like, "Yeah, you better back away, motherfuckers." That's right. I'm as tough as. I'm like, they all come up and they all walked on. I'm like, "Yeah, I'll take the lot of yous." I'm like, "Yeah, all right, no worries."
Were they all talk?
They were all talk up, and they weren't all talk. They were all action up until out of night. And my mates went, "He doesn't drop a beer. What the fuck's going on?" And have all screamed up behind me, and we all just started.
So you didn't realise?
I didn't realise that
rocked up.
I had no idea that my mates were all rocked up.
Yeah, that's right. 9 of yous back down to me.
That's great. And I was like, yeah. And then I just turned around. I walked straight past them. I didn't even look at my mates. I just walked straight past them, gone to the bar, got another beer, and then went. I just realised what was happening. Okay, cool. I better calm down. Now I'm going to get the shit kicked out of me. But yeah, so I'm really good when I'm angry and I'm drunk.
Do you dance? Are you a dancer when you dance?
No.
No, I am a drunk dancer. I can't dance without being drunk, and I'm not good. I've been called epileptic trying to swat a fly. That's pretty much not good.
My dancing extends to the head nod.
Yep.
And the finger point.
Ah, good.
Yep.
That's,
And
Any
maybe
lower half, you tap your foot every now and then, maybe just sway the knee left and right.
My elbow up on the bar or something.
Yeah, maybe just sort of tapping the hand on the bar slightly and nodding the head. Yeah. Maybe mouthing the words to the song because I'm like, this is a fucking great song. Yeah, I know what's going on here.
Yeah, that's good. That's bad.
But I don't dance because I'm really fucking white.
Well, I got a question. A question for you guys. This happened a little while ago. Dance floor, R&B, and I don't dance. I hate R&B, so I was a bit wankered. I'm on the dance floor, and I all the R. I don't know who these, Dr. Dre, Dizzle, Doggy, Snoop, or whatever.
Dr. Dre, Dizzle. All right.
I think they were all actual people.
I don't know. Anyway, there's a song on, and we're all just, and for some reason I knew the lyrics. For some reason I knew most of the lyrics. I've heard the song a few times, don't like it, but for some reason I know it. I'm having a good time. I'm going to sing along, and I'm singing the song and the word, and I'm going to drop this word on there. The word nigger came up in the song. Nigger, right? And
Controversial
I stopped
word.
singing the lyrics for that one word. So I was just, it was like, I think the lyric was, all your niggers better watch out or something like that. So I'm like, oh, y'all better watch out. And I wanted to know, like, is it offensive? Would it be as offensive? Like if there was a coloured person on the dance floor there, is it more offensive to stop, just like, stop doing what you're doing, don't say that word? Or can you, if you're in the moment, is it acceptable to say it there? What are your thoughts? Like, it's not like, it would have been weird if I was like, if he was this next to me and I pointed and I was like, oh, you niggas better watch out.
Yeah, if you're saying, I better not say it because that nigger over there is going to punch me, then it's probably not a good idea to not say it. But I think it's all right. I think it's safe.
But here's this is the issue that I have with that word as well. I don't like anybody from any ethnic background saying that you can't say a word because it's extremely, extremely offensive to us. But we're allowed to flow it around flippantly however we like. It can't be that offensive that
we call each
you
other
can
10
say
times in a sentence sometimes.
That's why I take issues with anything.
It's part
like
of the
that.
civil rights movement that they took back ownership of that word and made it like a.
I just think it's a horrible word. It's a horrible word, and nobody should be using it. It's just as simple as that. And that because of those civil rights and the way everyone fought for years to be equal. You're equal, so don't make everyone unequal by saying we can say it, but you can't. And it doesn't matter what the word is. Any word can be it. And it's like they've got this, cracker and stuff for us, but cracker isn't offensive, and it's, I don't know.
Probably is to some people though. Like,
I don't find it offensive.
Yeah, but we're not.
It's like,
If
where are the
you're-
biscuits?
If you were, in the US and people were calling you that all the time, you might find it offensive. It's obviously not as offensive as the N word, but
No, exactly, yeah. I think they try to find something
I
that
don't
was
know.
offensive.
It's weird.
to words, but yeah.
This word
bit like-
featured quite a bit. Sorry, Benny. You
it's
go.
a bit like you can pay yourself out for being fat, but if someone else pays you out for being fat, then it's a bit different.
I think that's. I do think it's different. I don't think there's any word that's ever going to match that word. I also
probably
think
true.
that's the problem that we have in as well. Whereas, like, you're also like, well, how do I bring that subject up? And a lot of the times when people say, they go, oh, the N word. But the moment you say, oh, this guy said the N word, you're saying I'm not going to say it, but I know what you're talking about, so you're projecting it on me, and I know what you're saying. So in my head, I've said the word.
Yeah.
So it's like, just take ownership. If you're going to say it, say it. If you're going to say it because you're describing what happened, or like I said in a song, I've got no problem with it.
This word popped up quite a few times in this song. So I'm just like, I'm not singing a third of the song.
Yeah, I don't really have an issue with either way. Like, you're not being racist, so it doesn't matter if you say it.
I think it depends on the company that you're into.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
I mean, if you're
it's a bit like me calling you a cunt. I wouldn't do it while your mum's there. But you're clearly still a cunt whether your mum's there or not.
I'm trying to work out what's happening there. Like, are you saying that because you don't want to offend my mum, or are you saying that because my mum's a cunt?
No, because your mum would box me, I reckon.
Yeah, probably.
I still can't remember what it was, but I remember driving in the car with you and your mum one time, and I remember just paying. What was it? Anyway, it doesn't matter, but I just remember paying Daryl out once, and before I could even finish the sentence, Daryl's mum goes, no, exactly how he would like come back to whatever. I can't remember what I said, but yeah.
So it was just a great story, Ben.
It was.
Everyone loves that story.
See, this is why you're a cunt.
Exactly.
Brilliant.
Yeah, just probably, keep that song for your clan rallies, I reckon, Todd. That's your best bet.
It's our anthem, actually.
Dear, oh dear. Hey, moving right along.
I'm just picturing this clan rally now with like R&B and something.
Yeah, and it's like, we hate these guys. Boy, love their music.
Walking around glow sticks and then it's like, they do some good lyrics.
That's
Can't you just imagine just like dancing around in the ocean like in the video clip?
Big T on fire as well.
Yeah, it was, now I don't know why that song reminds me of something. Remember that song years back? Don't Want No Short Dick Man.
Don't want no short dick man. What?
Yeah,
You remember that song?
No, I don't know.
Don't want no short dick man. Benny will find it and he'll play it for you. It's another one. It was in made a top 10 of the charts when it was on.
Don't want no short dick man.
Yeah, I can't believe you never heard it. Yeah, hang on.
Keep going.
He's got
Keep
it.
going.
No,
Keep talking.
It's one of those things where, once again, how does that song get out there? Because it's that reverse feminism thing that really annoys me. Whereas if I went out there and said, I don't want no flat-chested chick, I'd be destroyed. They wouldn't be going, that's a great song. They'd be going, you can't say that.
I'll look up that song. I've got a song you have to look up. It's it's like literally like she filmed it
Hang on.
her phone.
I think he's got it.
But is this?
Yeah.
Oh, I got a song after shift.
Oh, long intro. I hate long
A
intros.
meatloaf long intro. Oh, no, the bass.
Oh, yeah. Todd's dancing now. He's like, hang on a minute.
I'll skip it
Don't
forward.
want no short dick man.
Well, she makes a good point.
What? Do you want a short dick man, Daryl? Surely not.
Fair enough, no.
I'm not sure I like the song though.
Don't want no short dick man.
I know, like I said, I don't
While we're
understand
talking-
how you can get away with that
song.
kind of song.
Look up. There's another song called "Smell Yo Dick."
Really?
Yep.
How do you smell? Is it Y-A?
Smell your. No, it's about this.
Smell your dick.
It's about this woman, right, who thinks that her husband's cheating on her. So he's when he comes back, he's like, I think you've been cheating on me. Let me smell your dick. I kid you not. It's like it should be on there. I can't remember the name of it or anything like that. But
Ads. No one likes ads.
But yeah, how do you name it? How can you name a song? I don't want no short.
And
dick.
have that as it's like just being repeated all the time. Like I said, if you went out and made the song with the same beat,
Yeah.
Bitch ass, and you ain't responding to nothing. What the fuck is you doing? Who the fuck is you out there with? You think I'm stupid? My girls already done put me up on your ass tonight, nigga. When you get home,
She said it. She said it.
No.
Why you coming home?
This is it.
5 in the morning. Something's going on. Can I smell your dick? So what you need to do is let me smell your dick.
Oh, that's awesome. That's the outro today. That's
Wait, how can you name a song like you can't play that at like a little blue light disco or anything like that? Again, you're
no.
short
I think
dick,
the
man.
moment too that if you come home late and your missus says that to you, that's time. That's it.
Yeah, I
like,
don't-
yeah. Well, in the morning, I'm just gonna have all my shit out of here. I'm doing.
Because you can't even if she just like you whip it out and she gives it, yep, you're good. That's that. You're right there. Well, there's no trust issues. Like
Hey, but what happens if you've just been out of basketball? All
yeah, like hey,
You're like, hang on.
smells kind of vinegary.
I can smell that.
Play that in the intro, please.
I threaten my missus with if she doesn't do whatever I want her to do, she's going to get a sweaty ball in her face. That's how I
Really?
Yeah.
Happy anniversary.
Classy.
All right. Well, what do you reckon? Do you reckon it's about game time? I reckon
No, I think it's
cheeky
game
little
time.
game.
All right.
All right. I've got the game for this week. This is just
do you
a
got?
little thing. This has gone back all the way to my early TAFE days. We had a girl in our class, got pregnant, was going to have her first child, and she didn't know what to name it. So she was asking people there, what should we name it? Everyone was giving real names. And I just went, I have no idea. And you don't know. What you should do is just grab a dictionary and just go page whatever, 8th word down. That's going to be my kid's name. Do it for a boy and a girl, just to cover both your bases. I did it, but I only did it for my son. And if I have a son, he's going to be called Toboggan. It's going to be Toboggan Grey. Right? I didn't do it for
Toboggan
my
Grey.
daughter, so I'm going to do it for my daughter now. We've got Benny's got the Oxford, the Australian Students' Colour Dictionary.
Colour dictionary.
That's right.
Why do you need a colour dictionary?
Is it? But it's only colour on the cover, isn't it?
I still love those hotels that still have a sign, colour TV.
What's the certificate in the front of it?
1997 Year 7 presentation awarded to Ben from the Parents and Friends Association.
Might not 97. There might be words in
Like,
there.
learn some English, motherfucker. Learn to speak it before you go to high school.
All right, so Paige, what's your page?
I'm going to pick pay. This is what my daughter's name.
actually, I'll tell you how many pages there are.
Good
There-
good
yeah,
thinking.
ooh.
So yeah,
You got
Toboggan.
signatures in the back of that as well.
Signed by Mr. Oxford himself.
Here we go.
1014.
1014.
pages.
I'm going to go page
So,
Ooh.
pick a page.
528.
Yep.
Sixth word down.
Sixth word down.
My little darling daughter, there she is. Well, first of all, I have to find a girl who will allow me to breed.
28.
1, 2,
Breed could be a problem.
Need that thinking music going.
Any good? It could be just like that.
so-
That'd be a bit shit.
This is a little bit.
There's a giggle. So
This is for your daughter.
yep, little blonde hair girl, gorgeous she is, blue eyes, she's lovely.
Well, the blue eyes is very topical
okay.
because her name is Mariner.
Mariner. Ah, that's good. Mariner Grey.
Which is noun for a seaman.
I don't believe that. That's insane.
I'm named you after what brought you into this world. Yep.
All right.
Mariner Grey. So toboggan and Mariner. That's great.
That's beautiful.
Isn't it? That's gorgeous.
Daryl, 2 numbers.
2 numbers.
Yep, one
Just
number.
2.
Yeah, one number.
Oh, okay, yeah,
One
yeah.
number between
Yeah,
1
alright.
and 1,000, and then.
All right,
we'll do
we'll do the 126 thing. So we'll do 12 and 6 one down.
No, 12.
It's going to be an A. It's
12
going to be an
and
A.
a
like
So, one, two,
aardvark or something.
Yeah, probably. That'll make it
like
tricky.
Wesley.
12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Adventurer.
Oh, Adventurer Wesley. There we go.
That sounds like could be the next Indiana Jones.
It could be.
Adventurer
Adventurer
Wesley.
Wesley.
Or Bear Grylls.
Yeah, or like a what's his face? Steve
Adventurer
Irwin
Wesley
type.
and
Yeah.
Adventurer Wesley and the trip to Macca's.
Is that a boy or a girl?
That has
the
to be a
boy's
guy.
Yeah, boy's name. All right. Okay.
Lucky you didn't go 7 because you would have been adverb.
Okay. All right.
All right.
So what if we go back to front for the boy? Then it goes 62 and the first word.
Well, let's do 621 to go.
No, well, that's
so it's
just-
not. So then it's not an A.
Well, then it's not asking me what my name, what my number is. That's not really my.
The man
kid,
doesn't
is it?
value your
It's not my kid. You can't prove it. The DNA in the dictionary.
And he
is not
says
right.
you're the cunt.
This is. He says you're the cunt. You pick a number. No, fuck it, I'll
No,
pick a
your number's wrong.
No. Yeah, well, that's what he does all the time. You're wrong.
So this is 621 because I didn't like Daryl's suggestion.
I didn't even look at the word.
I don't want the trouble. Please.
Your daughter's name is Pancreatic.
Pancreatic Wesley.
Well, no.
Oh, well, that's great.
Oh no, that's not my daughter. Look up 62-1.
Oh, okay.
That's what. No, Ben's naming your daughter. You know
Yeah,
that.
oh yeah. That's probably his daughter.
All right. So. Balboa.
Yes.
That's what what she's going to tough. And now she's going to be a UFC
She's
fighter.
going to be able to
or she's
bend
gonna,
metal pipes.
or she's going to be a
A lesbian.
truck driving. Yeah, I can live with that. Yeah, Balboa Wesley.
All right. Well, I'm going to go 672.
Well, you can't look up your own. That's horrible. Let me take
You
this
look- you look
particular
at- you look-
dictionary.
Oh,
that's
we
it.
got another
No,
dictionary.
we got all right.
No.
You got the
Fire away.
choice English
Here we go.
dictionary.
Let
Does that
me
mean
read
the
that to
cool, like choice?
Yeah, that's
All
choice.
right.
It's a,
What are your numbers?
it's a New Zealand English
The
dictionary.
radical
This is choice.
What are your numbers?
672.
No, that's not going to be a number. Your number's going to be 670. Oh, nearly lost your.
Don't lose my Parents and Friends Association certificate.
Lovely. They just got your name right, Ben. That was amazing.
672. Number 8.
6.
Do you have a dictionary, bro?
Don't number. 672. We're just here. Here we go. Exciting, riveting stuff. All right. And what was the one?
8.
Yeah, potty. Potty. There we go. Yeah. And I love it too because the first definition for potty was trivial, insignificant.
Oh, confidence
Sure, that's
of
not
plenty.
Is that petty?
No, it's potty. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Potty McDonald.
Trivial, insignificant. And
You know,
number
this
two
is official now. Shireen's she's saying this.
Yeah.
So that's your
it's potty. That's
your boy or your girl? What do you think? Potty.
My girl decided.
Oh,
that's your
she's
girl.
gonna be
So I better look it in. That's good. What's your
She's
boy's
going to be swiping
number?
at people in strip clubs. You know this, don't you, buddy?
I'm working my way through college.
I don't know. What else are we going to say? All right. 222.
2.
Number 2.
Ooh, I just opened up to 126 just with my thumb on there. That's some
Probably-
freaky shit, I'm telling
Probably because it's the first time this dictionary's ever been opened.
you. It was just a number that was significant. Here we go.
It's gonna be a low C.
And what was the other one?
2.
Debauch.
Debauch.
Your son's
Yes,
name
I
is
am
going to be
debauch, yes.
Debauch. Yeah. Make dissolute.
Potty
to
and
lead
debauch.
to debauchery.
They sound like they would be like on Jerry Springer, like on the incest show of Jerry Springer.
Yeah. Throwing chairs at each other.
Debauch and potty. Oh,
They say I can't they say I can't make love to my sister. Well, I love my sister.
No, I think it'd be like they're having an internet relationship and don't know who each other are, and then they go, "Let's meet your your girlfriend online." Oh my God, it's my sister. Oh well.
Well, the name should have been a giveaway. I don't know how many potties there are out there in the world. I don't know. So I think that's a good way to kind of, if you ever start for a kid's name, don't do that. I think that's the easiest way to go.
No.
Just go with
was your
John.
one, Daryl? Your one was alright.
Crap, I've already forgotten.
Rewind.
Well, we can't be good if we've forgotten.
Yeah,
it
no,
already.
I've already forgotten. Yeah, well,
Pancreatic. No, it wasn't pancreatic.
yeah, no, pancreatic. Pancreatic was one.
Adventurer.
Yes.
There we go.
Good memory. All right. Well,
It only happened like 2.5 minutes ago.
all right, well, guys, that'll do it for another episode. Thanks very much for listening. I've been Todd Gray. You can follow me at 49 Shades Pod on Twitter, and there's also the Facebook page, just 49 Shades of Grey. Type that in the old search bar and you'll find it. We've also got a website up and coming. You can find the information on the Facebook page. And yeah, just keep on laughing, keep following and subscribing. So cheers, guys. I've been Todd Gray, and to my left again we got Daryl Swanky. Where can people follow you at, bro?
Swanky126, mate.
And you, Benny?
Benny_Macca. And the website is 49shades.com, by the way. You should.
I feel like I should know
You
that,
should
but
know
I
that.
don't.
It is up, man. It was pretty
I
fantastic.
done fucked up. That was it. You know, like when little Potty and Debauch are listening to this in the future, they're gonna be so proud. All right. Well, anyway, guys, that's it from all of us. Thanks very much, and just listen to this beautiful song on the way out.
Good night.
Cheers.
You guys.
Nigga, drop the boxes, let me smell your dick.
Put your dick away, Toddy. I'm not
How
smelling
did
it.
you even find this shit?
How do you know this exists?
Well, you've never YouTube just smell your dick?
This is better than Seal, though. I'll give you that.
I've never Googled smelly dicks before.
I had an infection. I just wanted to know.
Have you got cancer of the dick now because you looked?
Well, it doesn't smell like cancer.
Smell my dick, wait a minute, hold up. See, that's how a bitch get eyes swole up. And I don't give a damn what your homegirl seen when I was in the club. What the fuck you mean? They ain't got no business eyeing me like that. You ain't got no business trying me like that. I wasn't even feeling diamond like that. I was wildin', but I wasn't clowning like that. That's alright, that's okay. Don't ever believe what your homegirl say. A nigga like me, drink a lot of liquor, meet a lot of bitches, take a lot of pictures. I might break bread with 1 or 2 strippers, but that don't mean you gotta pull my zipper. Thinking I dick down the